Well, hello everyone, and welcome to the Scorched Earth Open day number 2. I'm Matt Baugh, and we're coming to you from Mesa, Arizona, where we have the largest 40K tournament in state history. We've got 50 players beginning round 1, had over 60 registered, and I'm excited to bring you our round 4 match this morning. So what we've got for you is Daniel Olivas, who is a staple in the tournament scene here in Arizona. He's bringing his Drukhari back. He was on our first stream yesterday, which had a number of technical detail issues, which hopefully we've all solved and things are going to run smoothly today. He's facing off against Crusher Stampede, which we also had on the stream yesterday, but this is different. We're going to have a different player. There are 2 Crusher Stampede lists here, and Ali Huang is running the other one, and it's going to be facing off against Dan's Drukhari this morning. Lists, if you're following us live, are in the chat. If you're watching on the replay, they'll be in the description, so you can check them out. We'll run over them here just a moment, but the players have already begun setting terrain. So I'm actually going to kick it over to the overhead cam, and we can see them set up and go through all of the pregame.
What weapons are on the Scourges?
Poison.
Just poison weapons? Okay.
Yep. Action monkeys. So you don't have the guy that makes the aura of -1 strength to weapons?
No.
Oh, okay.
-1 to hit is basically always useful, whereas -1 strength isn't always, and it also costs 2 command points to do it each time, so it's pretty steep.
And you have to do it like at the start of your round, right?
Yeah. Be further than 4 here. Guess I don't want to box myself off, huh?
Yeah, that would also not be great.
Don't want to be on the objective. These things have to be stacked on top of each other, is my understanding.
No, they just can't go like this.
Can we verify that one specifically? Because I've seen all of them on the.
Yeah, Matt, you don't have to stack your crates, right?
No, you do not.
Okay, sure.
You just can't do this.
Okay.
You can stack them to like create more lanes.
Sure.
A lot of people do this.
Okay.
So let's go ahead and discuss for a minute the mission that's being played here. So the players are lining up for Tide of Conviction. On the bottom in the purple deployment zone with the purple dice, you'll see Alley and the Crusher Stampede. In the top with the blue deployment zone and the blue dice, you'll see Dan and the Drakari. Tide of Conviction is a hold 2, hold 3 objective mission. So this is one of them that's fairly easy to depress your opponent's primary score, especially because your only easy objectives are going to be in your own deployment zones, and there's just one of them, right? So you'll actually score nothing if all you did was hold the zone in your objective. You're going to have to come out and hold at least one in no man's land in order to get any points off of the primary at all. The other thing to note here is that the extra condition for the primary on this mission is just holding objectives in the middle or holding objectives in your opponent's zone. So at the end of each player's first, second, third, or fourth turns, the player whose turn it is, you can score 2 victory points if you control at least one objective in your opponent's zone. So that would be these on the opposite half for Dan, or these over here on this side for Allie. Then at the end of the game, you'll score 4 victory points if you control the objective marker in your opponent's deployment zone. Right, so that's going to be this one for Allie and this one for Dan. Or also at the end of the game, you can get 2 victory points if you control markers that are just in your opponent's territory, right? So this would be the ones on the opposite table half, but not all the way in the deployment zone. So no actions required for the extra piece of the primary here, which is kind of a bit unfortunate because unlike the last Crusher Stampede list, Allie actually has some warriors in the list who are gonna be like capable of doing actions for the mission. So no, you don't have to do any actions in this mission, which is really kind of just turns this into just holding more objectives and board control. If you want to follow along and run through the lists, links are in the chat. Allie's looks somewhat more like a typical Crusher Stampede than what we saw yesterday. So there are 2 Flying Hive Tyrants and the Swarm Lord in a Leviathan battalion, which is pretty typical. 3 units of 3 units of warriors. They look like 4 models each, which is a little bit bigger than the minimum you see. My suspicion is that's a tech designed to increase the odds for secondary objectives like retrieve Knockmoon data or etc., right? The larger units are going to be more useful for the actions. 6 Hive Guard, which is pretty typical in Crusher Stampede. 3 Venom Thropes, which are going to throw out an aura of kind of defensive buffs on most of the army. 2 Scythed Hierodules, which is what we saw in Tyler's list yesterday. Tyler had 3. Allie's down to only 2. but these are toughness 8, 18 wounds. They've got a really, really effective flamer attack, and then they're very good in hand-to-hand. And then a Harpy, which is popular among a lot of Crusher Stampede lists. Tyler opted to not take one yesterday, but the Harpy is a flying monster. It's going to be good at flying over the enemy's army, just moving really, really fast and coming in and sniping characters. On the opposite side, Dan is playing somewhat of a quirky Dark Eldar list. So he starts out with I'm looking for it. Should start out with a Real Spaced Raiders detachment. Yeah. So we're starting out with the Real Spaced Raiders with Archon, Homunculus, and Succubus. A unit of Kabalite Trueborn who are going to always be hitting on 2s. They've got blasters and a Dark Lance, so good tech against creatures. 2 units of Rax, mostly for screening, scoring objectives. 2 units of 8 Witches, which are going to be Cult of Strife, so they can potentially reroll wounds, they can potentially ignore terrain, they can ignore Overwatch, they have like all the good strats, and can actually throw out, with all of the rerolls and buffs, not only just an incredible volume of attacks, but they can actually take down large creatures as well. Then 3 units of Incubi, a unit of Scourges with Shard, Shard Carbines, so those are scoring Action Monkey type tech. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 Raiders with Dark Lance. Sorry, did I count that right? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 Raiders with Dark Lances and a Venom. Then he adds on a Patrol with Drazar, who's going to buff up the Incubi, and a small unit of Witches. So one thing that is interesting about Dan's list that is not typical in most Drukhari is that he puts Phantasm Grenades almost everywhere, and his Coven on the not Homunculus, but the Coven part, like his Rax and his Homunculus units, they throw out a -3 leadership bubble, which is going to combo or synergize well with all the Phantasm Grenades. So if you hit with a Phantasm Grenade, you take a leadership test, and if you fail, then it's mortal wounds. So in today's meta, there are a lot of people who ignore morale checks, or just morale is not particularly important in the game anymore, and so that mortal wound buff isn't in and of itself very powerful, but if you combo it with the Phantasm Grenades everywhere, it actually adds up to be a fairly large part of Dan's damage dealing potential. It looks like the players right now have set up terrain, and they're going through picking of their secondaries. So Allie has gone through and picked Engage on all fronts. So Allie's got little skirmishing units and the Warriors. She's also got Flyerants and the Harpy, right, which makes it possible to go like all over the board. So getting in different quarters for Engage is going to be easy. Raise the Banners is maybe an interesting choice. There aren't that many objectives that aren't super easy to get to, and Allie doesn't have that many units to do actions and raise the banners, right? But and Dan has lots of little units that can come through and clear off banners or contest an objective and keep you from raising the one. So we'll see how that plays out. And then Grind Them Down's probably a pretty safe pick. Dan's army is fairly MSU. There's lots of little units. He's really good at hiding and not giving up kills unnecessarily. But I would probably pick Grind Them Down in most matchups against Eldar. On Dan's end, he picked Bring It Down, which is going to give him points for killing all of the monsters. Raise the Banners, which Dan must think that that's a good matchup. So he's pretty fast. He can get to all of the objectives, and he can raise a banner with lots of little MSU infantry units. We'll see how easy Allie can take those banners down. Not a lot of OBSEC in Allie's army. But again, I'm interested to see how that one plays out. And then Herd the Prey is kind of the opposite of Engage on all fronts. So Engage makes it so that Allie wants to get into different quarters. Herd the Prey wants it to keep Allie out of quarters. If Allie is not in quarters, that gets Dan points, which is interesting because you can see that Allie thinks the bugs are going to be able to go into every corner, and Dan thinks that he can keep the bugs out of every quarter. And so this, I think, is going to tumble one way or the other, right? Whoever wins this fight to get the bugs into or keep them out of the quarter is not only going to get all their secondary points, but they're going to keep the opponent from getting secondary points as well, which is going to swing those scores fairly heavily. With that, let's turn up the players and listen to the banter as they go through and start deploying the armies.
So the threat range on those is 32. They're all in boats that move 14 plus 18.
I'm looking to be 6 inches out from this objective.
Okay. So I got 2 down. You have 2 down?
Oh, you placed a sec.
Yep.
Sorry.
Oh, you're good. I thought you put the harpy down, but then...
No. I was getting it onto its base.
All right, fair enough. Yep.
Yeah. You have your other raider down now? That's Drazar and what else
Drazar
is
and
that?
10 incubi. The Draza boat.
Is it 2 separate 5s, right?
Yeah, it's all 5s. Yeah. 3 5-man squads. The sergeant's too good not to try to maximize the sergeant.
Yeah.
Sweep attacks against a lot of stuff is really good. For fishing for 3 damage, too, it's nice. Do you have a way to ignore to hit modifiers?
No.
Okay. Venom. So I got 4 down.
Yep. And that's Homunculus, and what else is in there?
5 racks.
5 racks.
Mixed boat.
Do you mind if I pick this up just so I can place these warriors down?
You're good, man. As a general rule, I don't care about you making the game more playable and easier. The only thing I object to is if you make a decision and then change it because new information.
Yeah.
Like
You're
you're gonna put him there. The guy was gonna go there. To me, it's not a big deal.
Yeah. This is like, I'm fairly new to the scene, and I've never really been at these. I've never been on stream before.
Some guys are super strict about stuff. I am not. If you want to play super strict, I'm happy to do that.
No, I
find those games to be less enjoyable, but honestly, I just want. However you're comfortable playing, that's how I'll play.
You want your opponent to play their best game.
I absolutely do. Yeah.
Yeah. So that's warriors.
2, 3, 4, 5. So that's your 5th.
Yeah, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5.
Okay. Let's go.
I need this on this point.
All right, I'm down.
All right. These are really wobbly modeled. I mean,
yeah, that's fine. We know where they're at.
The point is,
one of them's right on the line.
I want all of them to be touching.
Touch and cover.
Yeah.
Do they have a 5-up in one?
Yes, everything as.
So, I guess it'll matter for my poison.
Yeah, you've got a decent amount of 0 AP stuff, so.
Just the poison. Yeah. Most of it's fairly short range though, so like, I don't know how much I would worry about that if I was you, but it's actually decent against your big bugs, actually, just from volume of fire.
Yep.
Yeah. So I'm down.
Oh, you're full void.
Yeah.
Okay. Okay. And then the airdrop was the boat over there. This one is.
So I have 3 boats, 2 boats, foot squad.
That boat there, the raider is a succubus, and then witch.
10 witches.
10 witches.
Yep.
Do you have a redeploy ability?
I do not.
Okay.
So again, I can spend a CP to put
Yeah, they
any
could go into
transport
reserves.
off.
Yeah.
Yes.
But they're not going to be a different place on the map
Absolutely not.
immediately. Yeah.
They will not.
Because they have to come back the next turn, correct?
If I do the pull them off, the one I put in deep strike is just normal deep strike.
Yeah.
They come in before. Obviously, if I don't bring it in turn 3, it dies. Same with the scourges; they're in normal deep strike, not strategic reserves, just regular.
Because I know you can't see. Hive Guard are in the back of this building.
Sure, not touching. I'm assuming.
I mean, there's no windows in this on the bottom floor,
okay.
so I'm just in it.
All right. So are they all the way up in the corner?
Yes.
Okay.
Yeah, I guess I should probably measure that real quick just in case that happens.
My max attack range this turn will be 27.5 inches from any of these boats. for charges.
This isn't reachable though, right?
Correct. Yep. But I can disembark this way
Sure.
because disembarking has nothing to do with reachable.
Yeah.
It's thin.
Are you able to disembark onto the other side from where you are?
Absolutely.
Okay.
Yep.
So is this close enough?
Oh, I can get to the corner of that building. Absolutely.
Okay. In that case, I would in fact like to be just a little bit further.
So 27.5 is here.
Okay. So I would like to. So basically, if I'm an inch away from this wall, I'm good, right?
Yeah. Other than I can go 29 if everything's a 6.
Okay. I guess I'll have to take that gamble.
I'm not going to try. So I'm probably not going to try for 27.5, but you never know.
I've seen some pretty crazy things happen.
You're going to give your hive guard up. I might. So
Yeah.
if they're not screened, so. I mean, it only takes 1 squad to get there, and then the hive guard are fucked. So
Yep.
fracked. I mean,
Should we? Are we supposed to avoid swearing here?
just keep it to a minimum.
Yeah.
PG-13.
Yeah. No pejoratives. No racial slurs.
Yeah. The obvious ones go without saying.
Yeah.
God, these venom throats have like all these dangly bits.
Sure.
Every single deployment with just my models is super.
You're
jammed
talking
up.
to an Eldar player, man.
Yeah.
Stuff just snaps off all the time for no reason.
So intention is for this hero jewel to be just within 6 of this neurothrope over at the edge of this building here.
Okay. And I told you my Trueborn ignore modifiers, right?
Modifiers to hit or
hit.
Yeah, the troop board, right.
Yeah. Everything has a reroll.
Yeah.
They ignore modifiers to hit.
Yep.
So 4's rerolling is not that bad either. Packing them in back there.
Yeah.
Just remember, technically, you're not allowed to be off the table.
The wings as well.
You just turn him around backwards and he's good too. Nothing says he has to fly forwards.
Yeah.
I don't really care, but there are guys who will be like, oh, that model's dead. So it's best to know that there are guys like that out there.
It's also just better to see
I agree. Yeah.
That'd be 2 inches. 6.
So no warriors back here.
No warriors.
Warrior,
back here.
warrior, warrior.
Yep.
Okay.
Because let me have this correct. You shouldn't be able to shoot up to the best angle you can get around here. Shooting wise should be here.
Not even that good, because it's the whole it's the base too.
Sure.
So it's like this.
Yeah. So I'm trying to figure out how far I can have my Swarm Lord out
He's
over
safe
here.
where he is
it'd be
now.
fine. Okay.
From this way. I mean, I could get over here.
Yeah. I mean, if you go over there, it's like it's 14 inches, right?
Yeah, I can auto advance 8.
Well, you can't shoot with your thing, right?
Not with the lance. Everything else.
Is that right one, the Trueborn one?
Yes.
Okay, relevant. Okay. If you run that way, I don't think I can stop you anyway, like regardless where he is over here. So I think we'll be good with that. I believe that's my point. This guy fell over.
Yeah, he's good. We know where he's at, man. You're good. They're all touching the crater. You got 1 guy or 2 guys on the line.
Yep. Okay. All right.
Who's going first? Probably me.
Yep.
Damn it. Damn it.
So.
All right, so we are on to the top of turn 1. Dan is going to go first. Just really quick discussing the deployment here. The majority of Dan's army is behind this piece of terrain. So these gates here are about 12 inches long, and they do have the obscuring keyword. So really, the angles at which this is protecting, it's going to keep all of this section of Dan's army safe, which is his Drazar with all the incubi, Trueborn. I believe there's a unit of witches up in this raider. The other section of his army is over here behind this building, and so between the movement and everything, his big push is going to be up this way, and then he's got another section that can go down here. Allie's bugs are spread out quite a bit more, so you can see a Scythed Hierodule here. There's another Scythed Hierodule right here. The Harpy and the Hive Tyrants and Swarm Lord are all in this region right here. The warriors are kind of spread out all along the deployment zone. Really, it looks like for probably action duty for raising the banners, right? The warriors are going to have to raise banners here, and here for sure, and they're kind of set up in positions where they can make that happen. It'll be interesting to see what Dan does on this first turn. I think Dan wanted to be more reactive and go second. He's in a very defensible position, but let's kick it over to him and then just check out what happens here top of turn 1.
He's got a pretty big profile. I think you'll if you want to shoot it, you'll have a way.
Yeah, I don't doubt that, but it's just good to know that he's obscurable, you know what I mean?
Yeah. Yeah, only things aren't obscurable are the
Hierodules. Or yeah, Hierodules, is that what they're called? Whatever they're called?
I call them Hierodules, but
Sure.
like, I guess it's a D, so it would be Hierodule.
Just call them Barbies or Skythies. So that's the 2 flavors, right?
Yep, they're both the Flamers.
Yeah. Yeah. Character. I want to shoot at. They're just going to disembark. I'll move them here in a second. But they'll banner that. Let's just pull that down right away. So we're going to commit to
Can I ask you a favor?
this is just going to keep falling off.
Could you put like just some dice up there for like your command points? It helps me visualize things.
Sure,
I will do the same.
I keep a running tally here on this sheet too,
This is mostly just for me and
because I'll
helping me
forget
visualize.
about these. But
Sure.
yeah.
If that's the case, then put it here and I'll keep track of it. It's just something that helps me
Sure.
like visualize stuff. I appreciate it. You spent one. Oh, but you got one.
I get
yeah,
one. Yeah. That's the whole side. Flamered, but I'm not going to get charged. That's just- Here. This way. That's gonna be what it is. They just grab everything. They'll come out. All right. So that will be movement. So let's go to shooting. So this guy's going to put everything into the flyer. And is he -1 to hit though?
He is presently -1 to hit due to the venom.
Because of aura. So 4s. Try again because of Cabal. Hits. Looking for a 3. No, I'll CP reroll that. So 1 invuln. I'm down to 6. D3 plus 3 for 4.
Reduces damage.
Yep. And Phantasm for 2 shots, 4s. I already used my reroll. And got to beat a whatever his E-leadership 8.
Which model? This one?
Yep. If he's 8, he's good. If he's 7, he takes a mortal.
I'm pretty sure it's low, but I'm gonna confirm it. Oh, it's. Okay. No, these are leadership 9 apparently.
Okay, so no mortal. So this boat shooting a lance at him. It hits. Wounds. Invuln.
Wrong dice. I need.
Unless you have a -1 armor.
Sorry, an invuln, right?
Yep. -4. It's good. This boat doing the same thing. Hits. Doesn't wound. The inside, the Trueborn doing it. Oh, you know what I didn't do? That was stupid. Oh well. So the lance from the Trueborn hits on a 2. He doesn't care. All right. And then the boat. Misses. Cabal reroll. Hits. Looking for a 3. No. Ah, the blue dice again. It's interesting. That's my turn.
All right.
So I scored none of the secondary.
Yeah, and you have raised banners on all of your objectives
That's
right
3
now.
up right now, yeah.
Yep.
No,
Okay.
bring them down.
Command phase, bioweapon bond triggers. So we've got.
So top of turn 1, Dan didn't really do very much. So he brought up a Raider up here in kind of a forward position. He brought up a Venom over here, also in forward position. So this Venom, I believe, has racks in it. And the Raider,
Contents of this one?
like,
Oh, they all get it, right. And then this
I'll have to walk around the table and see what's in the Raider. The bulk of his killing power is hidden, though. Trueborn and lots of Incubi and Drazar are still back here, being reactive. There's still a Raider full of witches up here, being reactive. And he took some pot shots at monsters and just did a few points of damage, but nothing consequential at all. That's really it for Dan, mostly just a positioning turn. And we're going into the bottom of 1 for Ali.
So if you do your sneaky start of the command phase thing, it would not be offset.
This Hera Jewel will be my third bioweapon bond target. So bioweapon bond targets are Hera Jewel, Harpy, Hive Guard.
So +1, +1, +1. Good.
All right, movement. Oh, I get a command point. So I'm on the difficult ground, as I said, so I'm 4 movement here.
Sure. I hate you. I hate you. Were these not the dice that you made me play with last time I was on stream?
Do you have any extra?
Seems like I'm rolling a lot of 2s.
Do you got any extra tokens for those out of curiosity?
For what?
These tokens out of curiosity for my own banners?
Yeah, I have like deep Dallas open ones.
Yeah. I'd appreciate it. Yeah, I haven't spent too much money on peripheries, unfortunately. I really should do so.
D ones. Well, you get them in like swag bags and stuff.
Yeah.
So there's another one for you.
All right. Appreciate it.
So I just kind of collect them. And then we have the poker chip ones for our team.
This is basically the first tournament I've gone to that's given me swag.
Oh,
LVO
really?
basically just gave you that 1 coin, and
Right.
that was it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
The coins are neat though. People like the coins.
No, I mean, like, they are neat. They're just, like, not pragmatically useful.
Yeah, I mean, if you got enough of them, you start using them for banners and stuff.
That's true.
This Raider here of
That is
Dan's
true.
is empty. The witches got out and are standing right here on the objective. And over here, this Venom has Rex inside of it. So if this dies, the Venom is on the objective. If the Venom were to die, the Rex would drop out on the objective as well.
This is Harpy movement. A center point approximately here.
The center of the table?
Yeah, it's
Yeah, the dice
approximately
is still here, yeah.
Oh, yeah.
I think that marked the center, right?
I believe so.
You marked it. Oh, it's a little off. That's the center of the table right
Yeah.
there.
I'm just thinking about engage here. There's nothing in this building?
Negative. Or correct,
Yeah.
since that could be interpreted 2 ways.
So I can get up to that wall, more or less.
Do you want me to? I'll help you out.
Yeah, I would appreciate
Where do you want them? Just right up against the wall?
I would like to touch the terrain, touch the objective.
Okay. Just like that.
Actually, I think I want to have it a little over here. It has to be close here because I need to fly over this thing, basically.
Oh, you're gonna charge it?
No, on his path, he needs to fly over this to do his bombs thing.
Yeah, you got to go in a straight line though.
It's,
So where he was, you'd have to be like right here.
he doesn't have the straight line rule. He just has 30-inch.
All bombs are straight line. You can't run and drive in circles anymore. They got rid of that way early.
Okay.
Yeah.
If that's the case, then I'll go to touch this thing.
Like this?
Yeah.
You want to bomb this as your goal?
Yeah, that's the goal.
Well, your wings, I guess it's your wings. You can still be like right here because your wing would still pass over.
Oh, sure.
So is that touching this objective, touching this terrain?
Yeah.
Touching the crater?
Yeah.
Okay.
You have an infantry unit back there that did this banners. What unit is it?
What?
What models did the banners there? Because I can't see from
5 incubi.
Unity Inquiry. So they are not offset, correct?
They are not offset. No.
Okay.
Correct.
All right. So I'm gonna roll my spore mines. All right. So that's D3 mortals. All right. 3 mortals.
Okay. On the boat?
Yeah.
Okay. Down to 7.
I should do this in a. I sequenced this wrong. You mind if I do
You blocked yourself in?
Yeah.
Yeah, it's up to you.
I appreciate it, yeah.
I don't generally do those takebacks, but I'm okay with you doing them.
I appreciate it.
So, just to be clear, I will not be forgiving in combat if you do that wrong.
That is fine. Because that's like, yeah, I totally understand. Like, you're being very generous with me already.
Like I said, there's no new information, so you're good. Unless these 3 mortal wounds somehow changed what he would have done.
I don't think there's any universe that affects that decision.
Yeah. Did you hear that?
No.
Okay, good. I covered the mic.
Does this look like properly going around this stuff to you?
Sure.
Okay. So.
And where did his wounds go?
Oh, sorry. It's back over here. I have to take them off the thing.
Yeah, you're good. You're good. Oh, we'll just put it next to it because he's a little wobbly. Or she? I guess I don't know. Do Nids have gender? They're like orcs, no gender.
Tyranids are genderless unless
Well,
they're
the
like
queen-
the ones that lay.
queen,
Yeah, some of them have broods, but most of them don't.
Are queens really female?
Well,
Like, I
they've
don't know
never
how
gone
this
into
works.
detail. We don't know about what the reproductive system is.
I don't know.
We know there's no girl orcs, which I think is a shame, personally.
Because they just grow. They're plants.
Because they're fungus. Yeah,
Yeah.
I just think it'd be funny. Like a all makeup up, long flowing hair. I guess you could do that to a orc, right? That'd be hilarious. Yeah, for their cheerleaders. Yeah. That's what that kind of stuff is fun.
Have you
I
ever
have a
seen
weird mind, dude. What do you
Gremlins
want?
2? I think it's Gremlins 2.
Can you get there without
Nobody.
advancing, or does he have to
They
advance?
have 16-inch movement.
Huh?
They have 16-inch movement.
Okay.
Yeah. So
he
he
was
was over
where?
here. He was over here.
Oh, that was that guy. That was the guy that was back there. Okay.
Yeah, I didn't actually measure it, but I was pretty confident that.
Yeah. I just didn't know which one was which.
Yeah. Swords versus guns.
Yeah, I can't see the weapons because he's facing the wrong way.
Yeah. My apologies. I'll
You're good.
Switch them around.
Turning them doesn't really matter. But so that was the guy that was in front. That's
Yes.
the guy that was in back.
Yes.
Perfect.
Intention is to be within 12 of my warriors because that matters for my synaptic link. We need to move these guys. And they're gonna raise, advancing these venom thropes.
I call that the meander. They're meandering.
This is a lot rougher.
How goes your event? Running smooth? Haven't heard any screaming or crying.
One issue yesterday where time ran out and they were just like, we just need to roll this rest of this round out and stuff.
No, that's not how time works. Yeah, hard down. Yeah. But that's not even that bad of an issue. That's just two guys who don't care. Yeah.
Advanced Swarm
That's
Lord.
different than like someone freaking out over something. Swarmy. I like how Swarm Lord doesn't swarm on anything. He's the
He gets
Lord
other
of
things to
Swarms, I
swarm
get
for
it,
you, for
but
him.
not in this meta.
For it.
Nothing. There's no
Lord is not-
swarms here. A monster is not a swarm.
It's a stampede.
Sure, but he's not the Stampede Lord.
He is now.
Correct. He is now. You're not wrong. It's going away anyway, so what does it matter?
It makes me sad.
We
I
don't
really
know
want
for
it to.
sure. it's that big away. No universe. They
Nobody
let that
knows.
stick around. Yeah. I've got
I just think he should have attacks, like you have to take 40 gaunts with him. Because he's a Swarm Lord. One squad, max is 40. They're like his little
All right,
baby.
end of movement. Go to Psychic. So, do you interact in the Psychic phase?
Negative.
Okay.
So the homunculus for 2 CP, once per game, everybody within 12 takes D3 mortals on a 4-up if they're Psychers. It's the only interaction I have with Psychers.
Okay, so you don't
No
interact with my
denies,
Psychic
no powers,
Okay.
no nothing.
So yeah, I'm just gonna go ahead. We're gonna start with 4+ invulnerable save. It's 8, so that passes. 4+ will go on to the Harpy. Go to cast D3 extra attacks. 7, that passes. D3 extra attacks are gonna go on to this one. Number of extra attacks it is getting. 3. So I'm gonna indicate that with this dice.
So 3 attacks.
Yeah, 3 extra attacks is what he has. Swarm Lord will go to cast Catalyst. It's Perils. What's our stance on cock dice? Just setting that now.
Whatever you want to do, I don't care. Doesn't matter to me.
Most people are doing it. If it's cocked at all, they re-roll it. So
Sure.
I technically didn't declare that beforehand, but 6 or 7. Confirm real quick because I don't want to get this wrong.
Goes off on a 6, I think.
I think it's a 6, but I just don't want to get anything wrong. It is a 6. I'm gonna target this one.
Okay.
That's end of his Psychic. Go to this one. Don't think any of his particularly matter here.
I'm going to switch this dice out with this for 3 extra attacks, just because you're using your dice
Yeah,
as
I
wounds,
understand. Yeah.
and it's going to confuse
Am
me.
I allowed to use these for wounds?
Yeah,
Okay.
yeah, as markers.
Yeah,
absolutely.
that'll be much better.
So he had 3 extra attacks.
Yeah.
4 up, feel no pain.
Yeah. He has 9 wounds remaining, so you can switch it out to make
And
it
then
more
this
clear.
guy has the 5 up, feel no pain.
Yep.
And then 1 more dice for his 3 extra attacks.
Okay.
You
There
guys
you
are
go.
gonna make me buy red dice to mark wounds now.
I just want him to get mixed up with
Yeah.
rolls
Well-
or wounds.
Well, we need... Because right now there are purple dice for that thing. Oh, I see what you mean. Okay.
Yeah. So this is his wounds. This is his
Right,
4 up
right,
bendable.
right.
Yeah.
Okay. Where's I? Psychic. Debating Psychic. Don't want to try that. Or Paroxysm. Okay, Psychic. Go to shooting.
And Swarm Lord doesn't. Oh, he can see him, so he's good. Okay, never mind.
What's the word?
You don't need line of sight for Catalyst. I don't know if you do or
The
not.
only line of sight one that I need is the Horror.
Okay.
All of the rest are non-line of sight,
Okay,
to my
awesome.
understanding.
How very Eldar of you.
Yeah, all of them. None of them need line of sight other than the Horror.
Okay.
Okay, so shooting. We're going to. Start with, they have 4 up in Vuln,
6 ups against shooting.
but in melee it's 4 up, right?
4 up. Yep.
They are up.
If they kill something in the melee phase, I can spend a CP to give them a 4 up until my next command phase.
We're gonna start with spraying these into here. Ballistic skill is a 3 up. You're T3, so I'm winning on 2s. These are strength 6.
5,
5. AP 0, but I don't think that's
6 ups. Yeah. Everybody but 1.
at least 1.
Just the sergeant.
Do you have way of penalizing my charges?
Other than the crater, no.
Okay.
Like making you minus the charge distance?
Yeah.
No.
All right. Flame here. This is the number of shots for a total of 9. Strength 6, your
Force.
TC.
Yep.
5.
At least -1, right?
Yep.
So 5 ups. Single damage.
Yep.
Down to 5.
Same target. Here.
9 again. Consistent.
Yep.
That was
Cocked.
really good. 8.
Yeah.
I want the purple dice next time. Set me up. He takes 7. Does he blow? He doesn't.
I assume they blow up 3 inches is the radius. Nothing humongous.
No, 6 inches D3.
6 inches. Okay.
3 inches 1, 6 inches D3.
Mine are all 3 inches. The only difference between them is these guys deal flat 3 when they die.
But not to your guys? Or to
Yes,
everybody?
to everyone.
Okay.
Yeah, yeah. Which boat is the Trueborn?
Back boat.
Back boat. I would like to shoot the back boat with the Hive Guard.
So I'm going to spend 1 to make him -1 to hit.
I will spend 1 to do exploding 6s.
Okay. So you, just to be clear, for next time you have to do that when you select before I do my defensives.
I thought each time a stratagem is used, your opponent gets an opportunity to.
No, because yours are when the unit's selected to fire, you have to
Okay.
do all your stuff.
Okay.
Yeah. Because you can't be like, oh, you use -1 to hit, I'm going to use +1 to hit.
Sure.
The defender has the advantage in all those interactions.
Okay.
Because yours say when the unit's selected to fire, mine says when I'm selected as a target. Targeting is all that stuff.
Understood. 12 attacks. They have Burrow Weapon Bond. Yeah, I'm -1, so hitting on 3s.
And they're all in range. Nobody's behind the building.
It's 36.
Yep.
They're not. They're all in the building.
Oh, then you're good. Yep.
That's pretty good. 1 explosion.
You've never used the blue ones. That's a lie because they were brand new when I opened them.
No, the purple are brand new today. The blue ones have been used before.
Oh, the purple are brand new today?
purple are
Yesterday,
brand
the
new.
blue were brand new.
No, they were not.
Yeah, I opened them back.
Maybe
They were in plastic still.
the purple were in plastic. Anyway, I'm distracting you.
8.
Yeah.
5 ups. 6 go through. Don't roll terribly.
Yeah.
He's dead. Does he blow? No. 11 guys inside. 4, 7, 11. 3 guys die. Oh, wow. A bunch of 1s and 2s. Matt? I'm shocked. All right.
I see 4 6s in that roll.
Yeah, for the explosion roll, super valuable.
I mean,
Super duper valuable. Yeah, 4 6s and 4 1s and 2s. I'm just giving Matt crap because he's a teammate.
Yeah.
So
there's actually no 3 and 4 facings on those dice.
Okay. Believe that is all of my eligible guns.
well, sorry, what?
I believe that's all my eligible guns for now. So I'm gonna end the shooting. I would like to shoot twice.
Go down to 8.
Yep. Gonna shoot at your Trueborn. 3. So these are not -1 to hit, correct?
Nope.
3 6s. On 2s. So 12.
4 dead. They're dead.
End of shooting. Charge phase. Declare the Harpies charge into
The boat?
into the boat.
Okay.
So I have to go around the thing
Yeah, like a 6 gets you in probably.
I got a 7.
Yeah, you're in. You okay with me? Go.
Yeah, go for it.
You want to be? Well, there's nowhere where you can be in without getting heroic. So.
I want to be able to be on this quarter, if that's possible. 7, at least after pile in.
Sure. Because 7, you got to be like right here.
Sure. And then after pile in, I'll go around and it'll be fine.
Yeah, that's fine.
Yep. Okay.
Any more charges?
Yeah. Declare this charge.
Okay. A 4 probably.
Yeah, that's pretty close.
You're in?
Plenty. I fly, so I'm gonna come around to. Yeah.
We still got to be within an inch.
Oh right. I'm sorry. I'm spacing. I'm operating on like cumulatively like 5 hours of sleep
You're
between
good.
today and last night.
Charging over here.
I can't make that charge.
Okay.
Literally impossible.
So I'm gonna heroic.
I'm not done charging.
Oh.
This thing is gonna attempt to do this
Okay.
charge.
Yeah. Go ahead.
5. I don't know.
No, you're just out.
Okay, just out. All right.
I need a 6.
All right. Now I am done.
Okay, I'm gonna heroic. I'm gonna fight last it.
Sure. My thing also has a fight last effect. I'm just gonna confirm the exact nature of it. Harpy reads, if he successfully charges until the end of the turn, enemy units within 1 can't be chosen to, yeah, it's fight last.
Okay.
So, yeah. So, but
But you weren't within 1 of him when you charged, though.
it's if I charge. Is it constant or is it check upon the complete? It's an old codex.
Let's just read it.
Yeah.
When a harpy successfully charges till the end of the turn,
Yeah,
any
until
minutes
after.
within you cannot be chosen to fight. No, so it's all the time. Till the end of the turn, which is your player turn. So,
Yeah, so
I'm
it is
fight
active.
lasted, yeah, and so are you.
Yep. So fight phase.
So your charger has to fight
Yep.
first,
Charge has to fight first, and then you activate. Yeah. So it doesn't.
and then
make
I'm
any
going to
difference.
interrupt, yeah.
Yep. So he has 4 attacks, and then he had the 3 extra, so 7. I hit on
Yeah,
2.
she's dead.
Okay.
Yeah, she's dead.
I'm gonna consolidate a couple inches.
Sure.
And I believe I
So
strip your token.
I'm going to spend 2 CB to interrupt.
Yep.
Go down to 3. Fight with Archon. 2s with a single reroll. And 5s. So give me 4 invulns.
So he has the 4 up invuln.
Yep.
None of them.
So that's 12 damage.
Before, after, and then
Before. So 8
So-
after reduction.
So 10. That's enough to kill him. Okay, he dies. Does not blow. You'll hat me him up.
Thought he had 9 left.
So,
Did 8.
oh yeah.
he
I
has
did
one
math
wound
wrong. I was thinking yeah. So never mind. Put him back. Yeah, that's relevant. Okay, and then I activate. He has 3 attacks.
Sure.
Oh, I forgot to shoot with him last turn. Oh well. This
on
weapon innately rerolls 1s.
And what's he? He's on his bottom profile. I don't know if that affects his attacks.
He hits on 5s at bottom profile.
Okay, but it doesn't affect his attacks.
No.
Okay.
I mean, it's right here.
Yeah, I don't know. I'm
Doesn't,
asking.
doesn't affect it. Yeah.
So, and what are you fighting?
Oh, by mistake. The character.
Okay,
Yeah.
sure. He has a 2 up invuln until he fails it.
Yep. And then
2s, I'm sure. Or at least strength 6.
strength 6,
right?
yeah.
Yep.
Rank 6.
And then, so what is it?
AP 2.
AP 2, how much damage?
D3.
2 ups. 3 of them?
Yeah.
Failed the 3rd one, so D3 damage and his shadow field's burnt. Oh, wow. 2 out of 3 1s and 2s, Matt.
3 damage.
They can't see your face. It's all worth it for your face. I love it. He's down to 2.
Yeah. Oh yeah, and my consolidations and whatnot.
You want to go into the boat?
I would like to do whatever it takes to get into that quarter, basically.
Oh, like, well, I mean, you can go like this.
Yeah. Okay.
He's probably not going to live, but so the boat. 4s, yeah, 4s with a single reroll. Oh yeah, he's going to live. Never mind. Nothing.
All right.
I don't want you to fight on death, so I'm not going to do that because I burnt my fucking shadow field. So I'm not going to do his fight twice, once per game right now.
Yep. So that's the end of my turn. I'm going to go score points right now. So I should have all quarters here between that and that. These past the middle.
I think so.
And then I score grinds.
3, 3. And you hold one objective for 2 points in my half.
Yep.
Oh, whoops.
Okay, so the players are scoring at the bottom of 1 and what'll turn in here into the top of 2. So let's recap what happened for Allie. It was actually like a fairly big turn. So the Hive Tyrants went pretty aggressive with the whole army. So you see the Cyrodiils, or the Hierodils. Scythe Hierodils moved up. I hope Cyrodiil catches on. One of the Hive Tyrants went very far and ended up charging and killing the 5 witches here. So there's nobody from Dan's on this objective anymore. Okay, and then the Harpy came up and assaulted a boat, and the Archon heroically intervened. The Harpy was actually taken down to 1 wound by the Archon, but in exchange the Archon lost their Shadow Field, which is a 2-up invuln, and so that makes that Archon considerably less useful. The biggest part of the turn, though, and this is what matters the most, is that Allie, with the Hive Guard, killed the Trueborn boat and the Trueborn inside, which takes away a lot of Dan's capacity to do like lots of damage at once to these creatures. And then that Raider is dead, in addition to this Raider here being dead. Dan is down a lot of his Darklight weaponry, and so with these Hierodils relatively untouched. Also, because Allie was really aggressive, she held Dan to a low primary score. It looks like Dan should have gotten 4 on the primary on the top of turn 2 for holding this objective, his base objective, and 1 outside of his zone. But again, that's a relatively low score as we go into turn 2.
Get out here. I might be able to do it. Okay. We'll see. We shall see. So feel no pain. We will. I can stay. Those guys are distant. Advance. Monkless will get out. He will not advance. It's complete. And we are going
This
to...
is not marked on him. That was a damage roller from earlier.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. It was the damage I rolled on the Archon. It just ended up underneath there.
Yeah, fair enough.
Are you at 4 or 5?
I have 4.
Okay.
I went down to 3, got 1 at the start of my turn.
Yeah, I couldn't remember if I had already marked that one yet.
That's why I like ticking them, so you can kind of see where they go up and down. Stay there.
Oh, that's right.
So we'll pull that banner down this turn. I'm just going to make him not obsec. How many wounds are the warriors? 3 apiece?
3 apiece.
Okay. So we'll go kill that. Gonna have to get really lucky on these guys. I put the poison down here as well to make sure we kill the warriors. Okay, so purple. Move to 13. We'll go. And this is the one that's -1 to wound all the time?
Yes.
Okay. That's fine. The suffering of playing Eldar, right? Like, you know you're just going to pick your stuff up all the time. It should be like a 4 and a 3. So they're going to get bumped 100 times. Drazar's going to get out in advance.
For fight on death effects, do they happen before or after you consolidate?
They happen, well, they happen at the same time, but your model's still on the table.
Sure.
So if I consolidate, since if it was my turn, I'd choose the order, but I'd still have to go closer to your model, except for her, 'cause she goes 6 inches.
Yeah, I'm wondering if she comes in, theoretically
She
kills.
can bounce out.
She
yeah.
leaves before the fight on death happens?
Yep.
Okay.
Yep, exactly. Because they both say after the attacks.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Like, you're by far more experienced than I am. I'm going to take your word on most things. I just
I'm
wanna...
almost positive that's how it works. We can chat. We'll say something if we're wrong, maybe. Depends on how many people are watching, I guess. These guys blow up 3 inches, you said, right?
Everything is 3 inches.
Okay. So he will get back in then. So I don't want to lose him yet. I will just fall back. Should be able to get one more. It's filled. Well, I spend the 1 to be able to shoot. The 3. We need 1 for no Overwatch. 2. Nope, I do not. Okay. All right. Poison. So the question is, where does that boat fit? Boat here. About 3. That's the same. So prime to the back. 3. Get to 8. Spread out. Maybe. I don't think that's gonna work. That saves me a CP. I'll back and shoot. So. That's how it's gonna be. All right, so let's go to shooting. So don't have, oh no, movement phase. So let's, we're gonna try to take OBSEC away from him and actions.
This does not have OBSEC.
Yeah, but can't you give it OBSEC?
I can give it OBSEC. These things also have OBSEC, is why I'm letting you know, because one of these
I
guys...
rolled a 3, so it doesn't matter.
Sure.
But I'm gonna use it on the warriors.
Okay.
So they take D3 for just one mortal.
Are you done with these dice?
Yes, yeah, sorry.
Okay, that's fine. I'm just...
So they can't give or get auras.
Okay.
They take one mortal basically off of that. So let's go. Now we'll do shooting. So the witches inside here are gonna put poison.
Okay.
Fantastic. So poison, 2s.
You're -1 to wound this one, right?
Okay, so on 5s then. So 2, -0.
3 up armor save. Fails 1, takes the damage.
2 shots. 1 hit. You said they're leadership 9,
That's leadership 9, yes.
so he's good. So the boat will shoot Lance, Phantasm. So hitting on a 3, hits on a 6. Wounded on a 4 because you're -1 to wound. And then Phantasm, 1 shot. Hits, you're -2, got to be to 7. Nope. So this boat do the same thing. Let's try to get a cheap one first. So these girls are gonna go grenade, poison, Phantasm.
Okay. So grenade and poison here.
Yep. So 5 shots. Purple. So 3s. And 5s. Nothing. Poison. 3s. Nothing.
I'm not gonna lie.
Phantasm.
I played against Drakari a few times now. This is the first time I've seen them
No.
fail quite this
Yay.
much.
So mortal here.
All right, mortal there. Okay, he's dead.
And nothing's within 3.
Yeah.
She'll throw her grenade. 2s. And 5s. So 2 -1s here, single damage.
4 up armor save. You said -1, correct?
-1, yeah.
Saves 1, fails 1.
Single damage.
He has a 5 of Pheno Pain.
So this boat will go Lance, Phantasm. So Lance, but wounding on a 4 because it's -1 to wound. And then Phantasm. They're -3. So at least unless they're leadership 9, they take a wound.
These things?
Yeah.
I think they're actually 10s for the
Okay.
Warriors.
If they're
I will-
9 or better, they don't take a wound.
I'm pretty sure they're at least 9, but I want to confirm the number.
Sure.
They're 9.
Okay, so they don't take a wound.
Yeah.
Let's go. Oh, I forgot to get Black Squad out. That was smart. So Stinger Pistol here, 2, 4.
So
Nope.
1, I believe. It is cocked. It was on the base. That dice was cocked. Like,
Was it?
Yeah.
So the Venom's gonna put all its poison into the Warriors. So the regular poison, 3s and 4s. So 2 -0.
Cover save. So 3 up. You said 2, correct?
Yep, 2.
Fails 1.
And then heavy poison, 3s, 4s.
They're 1 damage, right?
Those are 1 damage. These are 2.
Okay.
Doesn't matter. So let's go. all 15 of the poison shots into him
This one?
from this guy.
Okay.
Into the warriors.
Oh, and the warriors, sure.
3s and 4s. So 8. Got a couple guys in cover.
Yeah, I have 2 dudes in cover, so I'm
Four
gonna
total
roll
wounds.
for it. So fail 2, 1 guy's on 2 wounds left. And then
2 more.
let's see.
So just the 2 guys left. All right. Well, I think we're off to charges. So we will go. The homunculus is going to go into the warriors.
So homunculus, yeah.
Yep. The venom's going to go, or the racks are going to go into the warriors. Do they count as more than one model?
No.
Okay, so that banner's down.
So they still have OBSEC right now, correct?
Yeah, and I have 2 bodies on it.
Right,
now.
but if there is a model with OBSEC on it, it just counts number of models on it.
Oh,
total.
he's wound.
Yeah.
Okay, all right. The venom's going to go into here.
Okay.
Want Overwatch?
The venom, no.
Succubus.
Oh, it measures from whole, right?
Yep.
Okay.
Witches. I think they're inside it, or barely. That's why I pre-measure those.
Yeah.
So Dan is setting up an incredible number of charges here, and this is possibly shaping up to be a big turn. We'll see how the dice end up rolling, but in Succubus, Homunculus and Rax have charged these warriors down here, so those warriors might die and give this objective here to Dan. The Hierodule here got charged by one of his large units of witches and his killer succubus, right? So, again, rolls depending. It's possible that this Hierodule might die. It's possible these warriors might die. Incubi just charged this Hive Tyrant up here, so it's possible that these might die. And then in reserve, Dan still has more Incubi and another unit of witches somewhere up in this region here, I think in this Raider. And so he's got potentially another turn to put out this kind of volume of fire. The interesting part here will be, how does Ali use the interrupt stratagem? Because there are 2 assaults going on. There's an assault going on up here with the Hive Tyrant, and then the assault with the Hierodule. Dan will activate 1 unit, and he can use the Archon, which is coming around. He can make this one fight last. But then up on the Hierodule, even if he attacks with 1 unit first, the Hierodule is going to get a chance to interrupt. And so we'll see how Ali spends that stratagem.
And then these are Inmulns that are 2 damage that are obviously going to go down to 1.
How many total? 4?
4.
2 saves and then 2 fails, and those are 2 damage going to 1. So 2 5-ups, saves 1, takes another damage.
Okay. And she's going to 6-inch this way. So I'll you can interrupt.
I don't think I'm interrupting, because I can't there, right?
Can't there.
Yeah,
Correct.
go ahead.
And I'm going to go down to 2 CP to reroll all my wounds.
Yeah, so we see Dan attacked down here first with his succubus.
Are
The
there
succubus
weapons
has
poison?
a relic that
No.
allows it to consolidate
Me
in
wounding
any
on
direction.
6.
And it consolidated back here to safety behind the venom.
32.
And then Ali passed on the opportunity to interrupt, so Dan's going next with this unit of witches, trying to kill the
So
Hierodule.
2s. Playing that. That was pretty flat. You want me to reroll that one?
That one's fine.
And then 6s try again.
Like these bases are a slanted surface, is why.
Sure, sure. I didn't see that it was on the base. That's it.
So we
So
got
these are all -2.
-2, you said.
And
Okay.
then
So
these
8 saves.
punchy gloves. These will be wounding on 5s. 1s again. 5s. So that's -3. This is -2. And then try again. You can just wait till the end because I'll put them in order.
Okay.
And then the 2 damage, which don't matter because they go to 1 damage. So I could have rolled them together because they're all in strength. So 2 -3 and 8, 9 -1 or -2.
They're all to AP2 or higher, right?
Yeah, -2, -3.
And are they all 1 damage?
They all at least become 1 damage.
Okay,
yeah.
so I'm gonna roll them out once. So 4, 4, 10, 12 total?
Yeah, 10, 12. Oh, are they all on your invul?
Yeah, I have a 5 up, 3 up armor. But you said.
Oh, okay, yeah, you're good.
These are. I need to stop rolling over here. The map's like curled over here. So we have 6 failures, and then. Okay. Sure is a dice game.
I'm not gonna say it anymore because you're just making the faces now. So I like it. I'm getting the entertainment. And then the venom. I'm assuming you're not gonna interrupt because you didn't interrupt yet. So the venom. Yeah. 1 -1.
4 up.
So the witches didn't finish off that higher duel, which is probably bad rolling. Obviously, you could see that Allie's saving was extremely good. It's probably a combination of that was most of it. I think the witches probably output the kind of what you would expect. Dan does have a strat to fight again with the Cult of Strife witches, so he could, if he wanted, for 2 CP, fight again with them and probably kill off this higher duel. Their reroll wounding buffs and everything will still be on. Let's keep an eye out for that goes. I think a lot of it will depend on whether or not this Hive Tyrant up here dies to Archon and Incubi. Because if this dies, then you feel better using the CP down here. If it doesn't, because you don't need it other places, you don't need it to deal with this Hive Tyrant later. If it doesn't die, you also really need, something to come out of this turn, and so maybe you spend it anyway.
So start a morale phase, then again to start your command phase.
Okay.
Oh, she didn't mount up. I can't do that. Over here, so we'll do Drazar's. I'm just going to do both his attacks at the same time because you can't interrupt.
Yep.
Because he doesn't have any rerolls.
Is he selected to fight twice, or is he
Selected.
fight at the end?
No,
Okay.
no, selected. 2s. And then he's -1 to wound, so
Yes.
back to, he's T6.
T7.
Oh, so 5s. So 4 invulns, 3 flat, will be 2 flat.
4 invulnerable saves. This is cocked. Fails 1. You said flat 3, right?
Yep.
3?
Yeah, flat 3.
So 2 damage. Could you adjust his wound count for me? He's all in there.
Is he down? He's down to 9.
Took 2 damage. He's at 11, so you have 9.
Just gonna leave him right here for now, so we know those are his wounds. Then the Incubi.
I'm gonna put him in the crater just so they're a little.
He's got a 3-up armor, 4-up invuln.
3-up armor, 4-up invuln. Yes.
So we'll do the mass attacks 2s. Back to 5s because -1 to wound. So one invuln that's 3 damage, 2 that are 2 damage.
Okay. 1 3 damage. The 2 damage ones.
One more. The boat. 3s with a reroll. T7, so back to 5s because of -1 to wound. 1 that's -2, 2 that are -1.
Are they all the same damage profile?
1 damage.
1 damage. Failed 2.
Over to you.
All right.
Your fights.
Yep. I'm gonna fight the incubi. So he's got 4 attacks. He still has his psychic power active, so it's 7 attacks. I'm not bracketed somehow. Hitting on 2s. Do you want to lightning fast? Okay.
It won't matter. So why would I do that? You're not going to roll anything under a 4, so why would I care?
Fair enough. I'm winning you on 2s, and
Sure.
this weapon rerolls. This is Cox.
7?
This is still Cox. Okay, there we go. So
What's the minus on it?
this is a 6, and then these are 3.
So they're all in wounds. 6s.
This
They're
one
dead.
this one's flat 4 damage, so you do want to roll that one
It
separately.
doesn't matter.
Okay.
They're dead. I like how you act like it matters.
Sorry,
Do you think I was going to roll 5 6s? They're all 1 wound except for the Clavex. He's 2 wounds, and your minimum 2 damage.
Yeah.
So that
No,
doesn't-
it's D3.
Oh, well, whatever. It's fine. Your Hyrule?
Hero correct. We're gonna go into this. Actually, these racks don't have good invulns, do they? We'll go into the racks.
The what?
We're gonna go into the racks.
Okay, 6 up, invuln, 5 up, feel no pain.
Yep. 6 attacks. Not bracketed.
So the Hyrule, Ali just declared the Hyrule's attacks into the unit of Rax here, thinking that he can probably, hopefully, kill off the Obsec off of this objective and take it back. That's not necessarily wrong, but what that I think misses is that these witches can double fight, and I would definitely anticipate Dan would double fight now at this point. Keep their buffs that he had, like their reroll the wounds, and try and kill off this Hyrule. Whereas if the Hyrule attacks had gone into the witches, he's not going to kill them all, but maybe he maims the unit such that double fighting with them isn't worthwhile anymore.
Oh, so he was strength 10 or better, right?
Yeah, he's strength 10.
So how many?
None.
Okay.
Yeah, warrior's not the best.
Okay, so I'm going to spend my last 2 CP to fight again with my witches.
Your intention is to base me here, right?
With what?
With your witches.
Yeah, they're based up right now.
Okay. I don't have the best angle. I'm just asking.
Yeah, well, with the front guys, yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, like you couldn't wiggle? Is that what you're trying to do?
Yeah.
No, yeah, you can't wiggle.
I was pretty sure I could. I just want to confirm.
2s. This is starting to get comical. If it wasn't already comical. And you said Ren doesn't matter because Ren
He's a 3 up, 5 up.
yeah, so and it's all at least -2. So it's all going to go on your invuln.
Yep.
And they're all going to be 1 damage afterwards if they're not 1 damage now. 2s. 5s are rolling. Because they'll be like those are -3, but that doesn't matter.
4.
2s. 6s are rolling.
So 11 here?
Sure.
Yeah, 11. So I take 7? Yeah,
Oh,
7?
yeah, 5 ups.
Yep. Middle bracket now.
Yeah, I mean, there's nothing I can do about it. Okay. Over to you.
Okay. Are the witches 4 up? Invuln?
Yeah, so the top of turn 2, Dan unfortunately did not kill nearly as much as he wanted. This Hive Guard, or excuse me, this Hive Tyrant survived, and then in exchange killed a unit of Incubi, right? So that is bad for Dan. This Hyrule survived, also bad for Dan. Maybe the one saving grace is the Hive Tyrant here and this Hive Cyrodiil are stuck in close combat, which means, I don't know, something, but And Dan, because the racks are up here, it looks like there's still a warrior on that objective, which is going to give Allie. I need to go check and see if those warriors are still there or not. Long story short, Allie's saving throws were pretty extreme, and it really blunted Dan's attack, which is not good. The Dark Eldar are just really fragile, right? They rely on trading and dishing the damage out because they can't absorb anything in return. And when the defensive dice, the saves, just spike and they don't deal out the damage, then all they are just kind of semi-expensive models that die. And so we'll see how much on this turn, bottom of 2, Allie kills, and what Dan has left to retaliate with on turn 3. Like I said, there's more incubi up here. There's another unit of witches around, but the Archon, Drazar down here are likely to die. Witches over here and racks are going to be fairly maimed, and that's going to blunt a lot of Dan's killing potential. So
Is there anything in this building?
Yeah, 5 racks. They're on the objective. What was my caveat? What did I say? It's the old NID strat where if you just only roll 4-ups, you win every game. It's the same plan, basically. But he's doing with 5-ups, so it's a little different. But
What's in this boat?
10 witches. You don't think I put enough attacks in that to kill the Hive Tyrant, the Harpy, and the Hyrule? Like with sub-average dice, they're all dead. With my 3s being 4s, they all die. There's nothing I can do about 80% 1s and 2s, man. Oh, that's his wounds. And this guy went here, right?
Yeah, he fell back to that location.
So there is one warrior alive right here. Which
Advance
keeps
with these
this
venom
objective
tropes.
for Allie on the primary, and then Allie has these 2 other objectives
2,
as well.
7
It's
inches I
hard
have.
to see. This raider back here
If I'm
is
13.
the one with the other unit of witches in it, and then back here there's a raider with 5 more incubi. So Dan still got witches. He's lost 5 incubi so far, so there's 10 hanging around up here. We'll see how much is left. Again, Allie's got the CP and the Hive Guard in this building for another turn of double shooting. Allie also just really hasn't lost many assets at this point. Yeah, the Harpy's gone, but that's really it.
Everything is
Swarm Lord
out
still
from
back
reserves,
here.
correct?
1,
You don't have any more
2
reserves?
Hyrule
Negative.
are still going. 1, 2 Flyrants are still going.
Just the stuff that's in boats.
Allie's operating at max damage potential still, except for a bracketed Hyrule, which is not that big of a deal.
What was your primary score for turn 2?
I hold 4, so I should have maximum, so 12. Sorry, I was gonna do it at the end of the turn.
Oh, that's what that dice was.
What dice?
It was the center of the table.
Oh, okay. I want to use like this so it's like distinct.
I'm gonna put a marker down.
Okay.
That way it's super obvious.
Oh, fine. All right, psychic. Fell back and can't do psychic. That leaves him.
Found a use for the coins.
You have an Archon back there, correct?
It's in the boat.
Yep. Oh, in the boat. Okay.
Yep.
You have 3 vantage points including this one, right?
3 what?
Raised vantage points.
Yeah, thank you. Appreciate it.
Yeah.
2 Hearth of Prey. I had this table quarter.
Does your succubus? Oh.
Yes.
Does the succubus ignore hit modifiers?
Like 2 hits?
2 hit rolls.
But she's weapon skill 2 and +1.
Oh, she has +1. Okay.
Yeah,
Understood.
she is now. Yeah, or she will be on my turn, I should say.
Okay. Understood. I'm just gonna cast.
So
Smite
the answer is no.
So I'm gonna cast Smite from the Hive Tyrant over there. Passes.
To the boat, or was your intention to be closer to Drazar?
Frankly, I don't. I'd rather the boat personally. If that matters. 3. Swarmlord gonna go cast Catalyst. Catalyst does not pass. Oh, I gained a command point here.
So I had to go over, and the players are involved in the game, so I went and corrected the score. So on the top of turn 2, Allie received.
Oh, I thought, yeah, that was, I forgot to take it up in my command phase.
All right, yeah.
So, Onslaught. Perils.
Sorry, should have been. Sorry, one more correction on the score.
That is enough for him. On himself.
That's the danger of rolling a bunch of 6s.
Yeah. Alright, that's my psychic because he can no longer fall back. Going to shooting. Flamer into your witches. Shots. 7. On
There we go. Score is corrected now.
6 of them.
So what we've got is on the top of turn 2, Allie scored 12 more on the primary for holding 1, 2, 3 objectives versus Dan's. Dan is just holding 1. I believe Dan is only holding 2 at the moment. Should have been this one and this one. He moved off of here. Let me go double check that. Players are involved in the game and are not keeping score on the app.
It's true. Force.
At the top of the turn? No, he held it. Yeah, because he had a big bug. Yeah, he got 12 on turn 2 primary, yeah.
I'm not presenting right now, but I would prefer to use female pronouns. That'd be okay.
Oh, okay.
Yeah,
Sure.
I appreciate it.
All right.
Yeah, you're good.
So 8 saves on the vote.
Sorry about that. Score is correct. So at the top of the turn, Dan held 1, 2. There's some racks hidden inside of this building here, holding the top left objective for Dan.
It doesn't blow.
This one, actually, Allie held at the top of the turn. So Allie held 1, 2, 3, 4 at the top of the turn for 12 on the primary.
For a total of 13 inches on his kick up. Hive Guard will... Hive Guard's going to target that boat.
Okay.
I'm not using any stratagems. Six.
4 go through.
9.
Got 1 left.
End of shooting. Charge phase. Declare this charge into just a Homunculus.
He's in.
Declare the Hive Tyrant into Drazar.
In.
I'm gonna spend 1 CP for
Bonk him.
yeah, bonk him.
Yep.
Got 12 wounds remaining. Enough.
And this is not a thing anymore, right?
No, then. Declare this charge. I need a big number. Not a big number.
That is not big enough.
I think that's all of the charges we've got. Okay, fight phase. He charged, so he does get a pile in and consolidate. So
I think the boat's the closest thing.
I'm actually gonna leave him. I'd rather be on the objective. This charge, he has 6 attacks. This one. T4. 2s. 3 saves.
6. 1. How much damage?
3 each.
6. He's got to make 2.
Oh, there's also 1 mortal here.
And he didn't make enough anyway, so he's dead. Does he stand back up? He does, with 2 wounds left.
Did he stand up at the end of the phase?
End of the phase, and he cannot be in engagement range.
I'm just gonna like
So
scoot my
wherever
guy
you
up.
push, yeah, it's fine. So push to wherever you'd push, and then he's got to go not in engagement.
Not engagement, sure.
2 wounds left.
I'm gonna just set him like here-ish for now, if that's okay.
Yeah, that's fine. He's got plenty of movement. It doesn't matter.
I think that's all of my charges.
So I'm the next fighter,
Yep.
non-charger, right?
Yeah.
So I'm gonna go
Oh, I forgot this charge. Whatever, I missed it.
witches, I guess. So I got 6 girls left. Yeah. So it's 4 normal girls, 16, 17. 6, 10, 12, 16, 17, plus 4. 2s.
This is no longer.
6s. Oh, I could have done the punch. No, I can't do the punchy gloves together. So 4 minus 2. Punchy gloves. 2s and 5s. Nothing.
That's everything?
Yep.
Okay, takes 2 damage. Goes to 5 remaining.
Okay. I mean, they fight first anyway, so that's a charge step fight.
Sure.
So then now we're into the non-charge step, so I pick the first non-charger, right?
I think so.
So the racks will try to kill that last warrior, I guess. So 3, 5, 7, 2s, and 4s. 4 at -2 and 2 at -1.
Damage is the same?
All 1.
Okay, I'll roll them together then. He's dead.
So Dan
we won't
killing
engage
that
that
last
guy.
warrior is a fairly good move. So that'll give Dan this objective coming up on the top of his turn 3, which will give him at least some points on the primary because he's going to hold 1, 2. As of right now, Allie did a good job of moving this Flyrant up and just being right here on Dan's home objective, which means there's 1 model to Dan's solo raider on the objective, which is going to be a push, and Dan doesn't actually hold this one at the
That
moment.
doesn't matter because you're strength 10. Because the strength doesn't go down, right?
Yeah, strength doesn't go down. 3.
So 6s. Oh, and then a bunch of damage, right?
Yeah.
They're dead.
I think that's the
So
only.
he stands up like right here.
Yeah, something like that.
2.
All right, I believe that's the phase.
Okay.
So, do you have anything OBSEC on this objective? Okay, so I actually have that from you right now.
That's 2 points.
Yeah. So,
So you get 2 for the mission secondary.
this was round 2.
Yep. You get grind them down again, I think, right? Because you killed 1, 2,
Yeah, I killed.
and I only killed 1.
This was.
Turn 1, that was this turn.
This was just now.
So you grind them down. And you got 3 banners this turn. Yep.
And then you're gonna get that one still
Hold
on
one,
the start
yep.
of your turn.
And I'm going to get 1 banner point.
I still have engage.
Yep, you got big engage. I think I already marked you. Oh, yeah. So I need to somehow go up to 1 CP. Stay in that fight. Swarmlord doesn't have any mortal wound protection because you failed Catalyst.
Yeah, not.
Okay.
This is your turn 3.
Top
right?
of 3, yep.
How many total do you have on banners right now?
Just 1 up.
Just one.
All right. Which is going to work. We will take that. Blue. Leadership. 13. Get to 5. That succubus is going to advance. But we'll wait. Let me do that first.
I'm having some difficulty here. I'm trying to give him a command point, but there's no minus over here. I can only take away, it looks like.
Yeah.
6.
I would just.
Oh, I can go
undo
negative
one
on this
spin.
side,
Yeah.
I think.
Yeah.
Oh, I can't go negative. Well, he has 1 right now. I'm trying to represent that, but I'm...
Okay, we'll go back.
Psyker.
Oh, okay, that
There
works.
you
All
go.
right, thank you.
Yeah, no, you're all good.
Psychers. Was my venom engaged?
Yes.
All right.
I didn't roll
So
those attacks.
we are going on to the top of turn 3 right now. Dan still has witches that came out of the raider up here. Incubi that came out of the raider here. This raider still has incubi in it left as well. So those units can all do stuff. There's still some witches down here locked in with this higher duel. And there were racks, should have been racks on this objective to get him points on the primary. Get him, so, I mean, Dan's losing characters, losing CP. Still got a fair number of OBSEC units to try and play some games. The issue here is that Allie's still got almost all of the bugs in play. So we'll see what Dan can do here to try and start coming back at the top of turn 3.
Yeah. Yeah, but him dying would be awesome. Because this guy's going to die no matter what. So, winning on 6s here is the problem. Winning on 5s there. Burned his shadow field already. So he'll get out 3. And we'll wait.
And I do have a Venom Throat Trail here, so these are shrouded at the moment.
Yeah, it's hot. Okay. Probably not gonna kill him. -1 to wound. So he's just free. So there's nothing to do about that. He'll come out here. So I need to clear that table quarter and or that table quarter. So I can clear that. They're straddling. Maybe kill them. So blue squad's just going to 11, which is available. Nice. One wound there. Seven. So he's just essentially worthless. There's a phantasm, he's a -2 leadership. These guys will advance. So 11 -2 is 9. They're only -1 to shooting, right?
Yes.
And then the Archon will advance. 13. Are they good in combat?
Not particularly. Their weapon's really bizarre. They reroll wounds innately, but they're hitting on 4s. They have...
I don't know how I put this game.
So they've got 2 attacks each. Their strength 4. They reroll wounds, and they always fight first. They have fight first effects. Yeah.
Yeah, I have fight last of them. So what does he do?
At the end of the fight phase, they 5-up deal 1 mortal. I don't think you care.
They do what?
At the end of the fight phase, they 5-up deal a mortal. I don't think you care, but letting you know.
And what's their inmol?
5.
Okay. He's gonna load back up. Oh shit! I need to know OBSEC something. So he'll advance.
Isn't it movement phase is when it happens?
Yeah.
I mean, you can do it
Yeah,
now.
but you can't do it if he's in a vehicle.
Oh.
Because it's an ability. It has to be on the table.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay, I'll wait here.
Yeah, he can't do it if he's in a transport. And they're not allowed to use any abilities when you're in a transport.
Yep. I didn't realize you were thinking of going into it, so...
Yeah. So in the movement phase, I'll try to knock their leadership down, or knock the OBSEC off of them, so they're at -3.
Okay.
So an 8 should do it, right? You said they're not leadership 9?
Yeah, they're leadership 9.
No OBSEC.
Okay.
And they can't action.
Yeah.
Not that they need to, but... so let's do shooting. So the wounded boat's going to go everything here.
Okay.
So Lance sitting on a 5, wounded on a 4 because -1 to wound. Phantasm, 1 shot, hitting on a 5. You're at -2. It's not enough. This boat's going to do the same thing. Lance sitting on a 3, wounded on a 4. Nope. Phantasm, 1 shot, cocked. Hits. You're at -2. It's not enough. So over here, all the poison in the grenade. Here. Phantasm here, I guess.
-1 to be shot that one.
That's fine. Okay. Back to 3s because they rolled ballistic skill drug anyway.
Yeah.
So.
I'm just...
Yeah, you're good. I appreciate it because it helps me. That's why I always say everything.
Yeah.
Because then if I miss something,
I like being transparent with all relevant
so
information.
5 -0s.
This is Terra Jewel?
Yep, 1 shot. Hits. In for a 5. Nope.
These are the -0s.
Phantasm.
Fails
One
3
shot. Hits. Doesn't do anything. The pistols from the witches in there. 4 of them left. 4s because -1. They all miss. The vehicle, regular poison. He's at -1 anyway because we're in combat. 4s, so 2 at -0. 2 hits. And then 2 at -1 that are 2 damage but are going to go down to 1 damage.
Fail 1.
Shoot his pistol. She can't throw a grenade. That's it for shooting.
This is correct. I bumped it, so.
So charges. He'll charge here.
Yeah. It's the boat, right?
Boat into
Yeah,
the
yeah, go for it.
Hive Tyrant. Send. That boat's not going to charge.
This is bottom bracket now.
Okay. So where's the warriors? There's a warrior squad. How far away are they from my guy that's right here? You just tell me. That way we don't have to argue about it.
So he's right. He's not. So he's an inch off the edge.
Yep.
So 5 inches.
5-inch charge or a
Yep.
4-inch charge will get me there.
I think it's a 5-inch charge.
Okay. And that would, I can touch both the hurdles or whatever, these floaty brains and the warriors.
Assuming you go in like this, yeah.
Okay. So 5. So can you just place him wherever you think he should go?
Yeah.
I rolled an 8, so he's got.
Oh, this is the Arc.
Yeah, the Archon.
Oh, okay. Sorry, I thought this was the Incubi squad.
No. He was the one touching the wall.
Oh, he's there. Okay, good.
Yeah, they're not touching the wall.
Yeah,
They're just going into your floaty brain things.
Oh, you're just these.
This guy's going into both. They're only going into the brain.
Okay, understood. Yeah.
Yeah. And then these guys into the brains. I don't remember what they're called.
What?
They're -1 to hit guys.
They're venom throws.
So 10 inches.
You can call them what you want as long as you point at them. I'll know what you mean.
Yeah. They just look like brains to me.
Are they? Oh, you can go between the models.
Yeah, I rolled a 10.
Yeah.
So wherever I can't see, so
Yeah,
obviously
yeah.
I mean everybody to be engaged.
Yeah. The just into the venom throats for the.
Yeah, they only charge the venom throats.
Okay.
Correct.
These guys are leadership 5, so
Okay, so the witches into the 4-man there. So I get a 9. So the back guys. Up here, guys to here. Not touching the crater. I think that's it for charges over here. Now I got to go over here. So the homunculus into the hive guard.
Yep. I'm gonna overwatch this.
That's why he's there.
I'm gonna exploding 6s as well. I think that's important. So. Yeah. All right.
So you spent 2 CP?
Yeah, I've done 2. T4, correct?
T4.
7 saves.
6. So 4 go through. How much damage?
D3 each.
Yeah, I got feeling pain, so you gotta roll it.
3,
6.
2,
10.
9. Oh wait, 10. Yes.
He's dead, but it's worth rolling. So he's dead.
Okay.
And then now the succubus. She gets a 10.
I think 9's. Yeah, that's plenty.
She's +1 because you're unengaged. Do they also get the 5 up in one base?
Yes. Everything has 5 up in.
Okay. So we just stay right on the objective. This is his wounds.
This does come in here. Are you intending to be on it? Yeah.
Yeah, wherever.
You know that?
So you can consolidate in any direction, so it doesn't really matter. So
Something. If I measure from here, I am within intervention distance here.
Yeah.
Just wanted to make that.
he's
clear.
engaged. There's nothing I can do about
Okay.
that. So
Sorry, here something has happened with the player mics. They've cut out. We'll get them back on shortly.
Damage.
Okay.
They do have a strat to reduce damage, but only against shooting.
Okay. Punching. So this is all the 1 damage. 2s. And this would be 3s. So Ren 2, I'm sorry, Ren 3, Ren 2. So this is all the single damage. 5 minus 1, 6 minus 2, 1 minus 3.
Okay, so these two are the same because they're all 1 damage, right?
This is all 1 damage, yeah.
Okay, so they're all the same. So it's a total of 12. Oh, sorry, I bumped these.
Oh, I think I forgot to shoot those guys too.
12 over there, right?
Yep.
Kill 2, leave 1 on 1.
And then the 2 damage ones, 2 at minus 3 and 2 at minus 2, 2 damage apiece.
All right, 2 at minus.
I guess it doesn't matter. So 4 invulns, 2 damage apiece. Because 8 got through?
Yeah.
Okay, so 4 invulns. So they're dead.
Yeah, they're dead.
Okay.
So you will end up taking this.
And I will spend my 1 remaining CP to give them a 4-up invuln against shooting.
Again, that's just all times. 4 up at all times.
Now they have 4-up for everything.
Okay.
Yeah, for your turn. Not forever.
Oh, okay. Just for my next.
Just for
turn. Sure.
just for your next turn. And the goal here is just to stay on the objective. Do you want to interrupt with your hive guard?
How many wounds she got? 5.
5.
4 up invuln.
4 up in 1.
Am I -1 to hit her?
No.
Yeah, I'll interrupt.
She can't get all your guys to fight, so that's the important.
I can get 5 of them. So I go. Because this guy goes 3 this way, and then this guy comes up to here, and then that just leave this guy out. Oh wait, sorry. This guy comes this way. And then.
Either way, it's 5. Yeah.
Yeah, there's no way I get that one in.
Yeah, 100%.
So they have 2 attacks each.
Yep.
You're T3, correct?
T3, yeah. Should be 4s and 3s. And I might as well vec that.
For interruption?
Huh?
Are you vecting interrupt?
Correct.
Okay. So do I have to spend the extra now?
No, next time it's 3.
Okay. Now I need 3s. 6 saves.
I rolled 7. You want me to re-roll the whole thing?
You want to just 50-50 one of them? Actually, no, that doesn't work. Yeah, I guess you have to reroll one.
Re-roll it. She's dead.
Okay.
Alrighty. This is.
It's, yeah. I don't really have anything
We're
to say.
past ridiculous at this point. We're ludic. What is it in Spaceballs? Ludicrous speed?
Yeah.
I will consolidate.
So the Archon into the Warriors. 2s with a single reroll. And they're T4.
Yep. Oh, sorry. Before you roll the wounds, what is the strength characteristic?
4.
It's just 4? Okay. That's fine. Go ahead. I have a transhuman strat. I was debating if I want to use it. Go ahead.
Which would do nothing.
Yeah. So
Okay.
not yet.
So 4 invulns, 3 damage apiece.
4 or 5?
4. The Incubi, Sergeant 2s, rolling 1s for the Archon. And they are strength T4 or T5?
T4.
So 4s, 6s are special. So one that's 3 damage, one that's 2 damage. -1, -2, if that matters. They have 4 up armor, 5 up invuln, so it's all on invulns. So one that's 3 damage, one that's 2 damage.
All right, so 3 damage. Kills 1, and then 1 that's 2 damage. So 1's on 1 wound, and 1 dies.
The regular guys, 2s. You want to transhuman these guys?
No.
And 3s. So say 10 more invulns, 2 damage apiece.
Same target over here?
Yep.
Pretty sure they're dead.
And we'll just pile into the warriors. Try to stay on the cover. I can't see, so I'm assuming my Archon's in combat still.
Yeah, he's in this combat. Yeah.
Because he had a 3-inch pile in after he fought. Oh, you didn't lose any models, so it didn't matter. He has to still be in combat. Over here. You already interrupted.
Yeah.
With a single reroll. And then 5s, because you're minus. This is the -1 to wound guy. Nothing. Oh, 1. 1 -1.
Over there.
Witches. 12. 13. 4 normal damage. 16. 17. 2s. 6s.
What is fighting right now?
Witches.
Oh, here.
Nothing. The 2 damage ones, which I should have rolled together with that. 2s, 6s, 1 Ren 3, and then the punchy gloves. 2s and 5s. 2 more Ren 3s.
Fail 1.
So that's all the chargers. So first non-charger is you.
Do you have any fight twices? Your Archon fights twice, right?
Archon does, yeah.
He's how many wounds?
2 left.
2 left. Yeah, I'm gonna go fight him. So I assume you intend to base me here. 3 inches. I don't think I can quite get there, so I can get 3 to attack the Archon. Does he have no malls here? 4 dudes. They reroll 1s.
How many attacks apiece do they have?
4 each.
Jesus Christ.
And then you're T3.
Yeah.
Wound on 3s.
What's
AP 0.
So 4 ups. 'Cause I don't think those are heavy cover, right?
There's no thing, so I don't.
I don't think they are. No. So 4s. He's dead.
Grab him.
Is he good to fight? Other fights?
Oh, yeah, sorry. You're out of fights, correct?
Well, the Venom still can fight, but it didn't charge.
Sure. Then I'll fight with Swarmlord here.
Swarmlord?
T5, right?
T5.
And yes, this is a Swarmlord fighting. 3 mortals and 3 saves at AP 3.
6. Nope. Does it blow? It doesn't.
I'm gonna stay out with that thing.
You don't have any OBSEC on that objective, so
I do not presently know.
so the banner's going to come
Yeah,
down.
the banner will come down. They fought. It's just
Sam
that over
and your
here.
Hyrule. Hyrule Drool.
Yeah. So he has no buffs right now, so just 4 attacks. He is not bracketed. T6 times strength 6. 2 at AP3.
Good. Because it's round 4 for him, because he's Blackheart. So I have the 5 up in there.
Yep. And then the Hero Jewel into only target. Bottom bracket. Bottom bracket, Vast Bioweapon, so 4s. Rerolls 1s. 2 saves.
4s. 1 girl dice.
I believe that's everything. Okay.
So I do hold that one.
Yep.
So I finally get some points.
So right now I'm on this. That's it, right? So,
What was that?
So I'm only on these 2 right now. Oh yeah, I'm on that one.
You're on this one too. Sure.
And then you're on this and that one.
This one, that one, and this one.
Okay.
Unless you do your command face thing to OBSEC him.
Yeah, I'm not going to.
So you have 8, unless you command face him, would give you 12.
I'm choosing to now.
Okay. So back up to 4 CP.
Yep.
And I'm dry. I use this one.
Oh, you did? Okay.
I got no herd to prey on that turn. Awesome. Awesome.
Sorry.
It's just retarded.
All right, everybody. So that was top of.
When can I quit?
Sorry, hit an incorrect button.
So
here.
what did you score?
That was
turn?
top of 3. Dan's trying to make some plays here, but
Sorry?
he just doesn't have enough
what was the
resources
question?
left, right? So
how many
Witches
points did
came
you score
down
that turn?
and cleared off warriors
scored
from this
1 banner,
objective.
And that's it.
Incubi came down and killed Venom
0
Throat
herd to prey.
along with Archon, and killed Venom
And,
Throat
bring
and
'em
tried
down
to
that
hurt
turn.
some warriors. In the process,
four
the
in
Archon
primary.
was
But
killed.
I did get
And
some.
the
this is a
succubus
whole
came
2
in
war
here
now, right?
and
This is a whole
touched
2
the
war mission,
Hive Guard.
And I think this was the only one you actually held at
and-
the start of your
and-
turn.
but-
Was it? So I scored nothing. Sorry.
It's going to depress Ali's score
That's right, 'cause you
for
had both of
round
these.
3 a little
So I
bit,
didn't have any troops on this one.
So
but I
I'll
just
score
don't.
1
I don't
for
think it's
Banner
enough.
since
Dan
I'm
hasn't killed any of the big damage dealers, right? So I've Hyrule with
command
Flamers.
phase, I have
Flyrants are still
one warrior squad left. You
going
killed 2
around,
units that turn, so I
and
need
these
strength
Hive
of
Guard
3 for my
are
grind. Bioweapon bond.
currently being
it's the Hive Guard.
touched by the succubus, but that they're once that succubus is eventually dealt with,
When you
they'll
strip
be up
OBSEC,
and,
is it
and
until
running
your
again.
next turn?
Until
So-
my next command phase.
If Dan were ahead on the score, he might be able to run out
Or,
the
sorry,
clock.
next movement phase.
But given that he's behind and he's running out of assets, I think at this point, mostly just kind of playing for point. That said, I'm going to turn it back up for the bottom of round 3.
Matt, when can I quit? Well, I don't want to. There's no value in this, right? Like, I'm dropping. I'm so furious that it doesn't matter. I'm gonna start breaking my stuff. Plus, then Yoshi will have to play.
I'm gonna fall back here.
Sorry?
I'm falling back with these warriors.
Okay. Yeah, I don't have any way to like stop you from falling back from them. From the witches, I do, not from them.
They don't heroically intervene or anything, right?
No.
These things are obsec.
Tyler. How'd you go? How'd you go? You should have played me with the blue dice. It's this game is I'm gonna start breaking my stuff at any moment. So he killed my succubus in Overwatch, did 6 wounds with the Hive Guard, and I failed every save. All my wounds, 4-ups. Like she's rolling stupid hot, I'm rolling stupid bad. Yeah. Like I almost threw my favorite tape measure into the wall. There's literally nothing I can do. There's no value in this game, but for her to play it out and get, like how to get points, that's the only thing. So, or sorry, not in Overwatch. Punched my succubus to death with Hive Guard. Yeah. Huh? The Hive Guard.
Are you serious?
Dead serious. 12 attacks. He hit and wounded with 6, and I failed every save. Yeah, I literally had to make 2 4-ups. That's it. And she walks that squad because they're not -1 damage. Yeah, just ridiculous. That's how the whole game's been. Yeah, I mean, trying to it's on stream, trying to not get too salty, but we're just past. We went past ridiculous into ludicrous. We're coming back around to regular now.
I'm gonna go with Psychic. Cast D3 extra attacks over there. That passes for.
Sure. For 3 extra?
Yeah. And then Smite. Succeeds. 3.
Shocked. Shocked.
Last time I played it, that just tells you.
Catalyst from this.
Sure.
Catalyst passes.
You were betrayed by that.
On the Warriors
It makes
here.
me play with these blue dice, and I played with them on stream the first time when they were really bad, and they've been even worse. But it's been both sides. Make 4 invulns, 4 or 5-ups, 3 damage flat, doesn't matter. Yeah, so it's a dice game, right? That can happen. But I almost broke this when my succubus died, and I don't want to break my favorite tape measure. I don't really get angry about this stuff, but
Cast the Horror.
sure.
Fails. Cast Paroxysm. No, just cast Smite. Perils.
CP reroll, yeah.
Smite for 2.
What?
I didn't know I could roll those.
Wait, yeah, what's going on here? I feel like something has happened.
All right. End of Psychic. Go to shooting.
That's the first time you've not rolled 3 damage on a Smite, I think, also.
Flamer here.
At least you haven't been supering.
Huh?
So at least you haven't been super smiting.
Yeah.
Oh, you rolled a 12, but I don't think that was on a Smite, and you re-rolled it because you didn't want to take the
Yeah, I know. I want to take
Yeah.
Perils. 6 shots.
What shooting?
It's the Flamer into the Witches over there.
Okay.
You have a 4-up right now, Prex. 5 saves.
I don't have a 4-up?
You do have a 4-up. I was asking you to have a 4-up here, correct?
Yeah, I spent the CP for it, so 1 girl died.
This Hive Tyrant's gone into melee.
Sure. Is it a heavy weapon?
Nope.
Okay.
And 4
T6.
4 saves, no AP.
4-ups. 2 damage. Down to 5.
Come around out here.
So, I misspoke earlier. I suggested Dan Succubus
Hive
had made
Guard.
it down to the Hive Guard. That's not true. The
Go.
Succubus was killed in Overwatch. You missed that.
This guy,
Dan
into your Witches.
issued on the side of the stream here, which, I mean, I think that more or less
9.
seals the deal for Dan. The Hive Guard double shooting now this turn, combined with flyer
7.
shooting combined with scythe,
They're
higher
dead.
dual shooting, and then of course all. I think it's just.
Hive Guard.
Not
They
gonna
move, so they're
happen.
taking a penalty right now.
Moved your guy a little.
So you can already hear
wherever
Dan
you
sort of
think he
talking
was.
about, like, the
He
game
was
kind of
based, so I just
going
moved
on
back to
at this
based.
point. It might, normally be advantageous for Dan to play for a point.
1
or,
CP for exploding
like,
6s.
cut
Sure.
onto another
Target the
like,
Capelites.
cutting bracket.
Sorry, not the Capelites, the Incubi.
Yeah, there's no Capelites on the table, so
At
you're
this
good.
particular tournament, we're very likely to have 2 undefeated players at the end. Have more players than
And
we
they
have
can use their
rounds
+1 even if
through
they fell back.
undefeated. And then on top of that, there's
These
no
things, yeah, it's just in my
cutting the
command
top
phase is when
bracket
it
or
happens.
anything like
Okay.
that.
So
And Dan
even
is
if there was,
pretty
it's
There's
in
no
far
restrictions
behind.
on
I
it?
think
Yeah,
his
'cause
score on this game
it
is going
happens
to
in
end
command
up
phase
being
anyway, so
Okay.
pretty low, like maybe in the
Um,
30s. And so
so
for all
five-
those
Yeah, but
reasons,
sometimes it's
you
like
know,
if
I
you're
think Dan,
unengaged or you're
naturally
whatever.
4 saves.
kind of seeing not
Fives.
much value in playing out the
2
remaining
guys down.
time. He's going to be a champ and continue to play because we're at a
Those guys
high
ignore
table
cover,
in the
right?
tournament,
Yes.
and it's
They ignore light cover.
unfair to other
So
people
that's
in
my
the
fault. I
tournament not
apologize for
to
that.
You're
not
good.
to give
That
Ali
model's
the best
need,
game
I need to
that he
weight that
can.
model. It's
I
But
got him with my belly.
Yeah.
The outcome as far as who's going to win is pretty much
gonna
set
shoot
in
twice.
stone at this time,
Okay.
and it's just going to be a matter of the margin of victory.
There's all 6s. Just Cox.
They're dead.
I'm out of CP.
Okay.
Charge phase. Declare this charge.
Nothing I can do about that.
Declare 5 Tyrants charge. Declare Herald's charge.
And you made it so they they can't fight first or whatever.
No,
Oh, okay.
I just smote them.
Okay.
Okay, you have no CP interrupt. Do they fight first?
They fight first.
Okay, I'll activate with Hive Tyrant. His Warlord trait for D3 extra attacks is 2. He has 4 base with and then Bone Swords give him 1 more, and then the Warlord trait. I'm not penalized, correct? They don't have a -1 to be hit. Okay. 2s. And then
At least
2s.
strength 6,
Yeah.
yeah. And I don't get invulns against these.
No involves.
So they're just dead. 5 dead.
Yep.
So that leaves 4 girls left.
Yep. He has a tail attack. Hits. And 1 more save.
But I don't get an invuln.
You do get against this. It's a different weapon.
Nope, didn't matter. So 5 girls died total, right?
Yeah.
Or
6. 5 and then 1, right?
6. So just the net left, I guess. We'll just leave her. She can't get to her. So we'll just do this. Just in case I roll that 1.
Yep.
Killed 6. Their leadership 9. Oh, so I can still have 50-50 to survive that.
Fights there. 6 attacks.
T4.
T4. I'm still winning on 2s for Hive Tyrant. He's 1 strength fire. So 1 mortal and then 5 saves.
Make 1, and then how much damage? So the mortal
3 each.
goes through. 1 dead. 2 dead. 3 dead. Did make this one. 4. Nope, they're dead.
And then you activate because I didn't charge over there.
Oh my. Yeah. Yep. Well, technically the Hyrule activates.
Or
Yes.
activates, I guess. He's fine where he is.
Okay. Back to 4s with a reroll. 5s. 1 minus 2.
It's fine.
Oh, I'm even rolling. Punch
Oh,
away.
yeah, sorry. 4 attacks. Yeah, 4. He rerolls innately. I don't actually wound on that, so...
T6?
Yep, just this.
What's the minus on
3.
it? So 5 up. Nope. How much damage?
D3? 1.
Down to 4.
So you owe me morale, and I think that's it.
50-50. They run. She runs.
So at the end...
Come on. On the morale check, I couldn't roll a 1 or a 2. We can talk this out whenever you're ready. I don't need to suffer anymore.
Sure.
You can put me. If you don't want to put me out of my misery, that's fine.
I mean,
I can't score any more points.
It's rude if I ask, no, so yeah.
I can't score any more points.
Sure.
And you're going to get all your points.
Yeah.
The only thing is, how many banners can you get?
Banner. So I'm only going to get this one. So that was
And
end
then
of...
in turn 4 you'll get 1.
Yeah.
But then you'll put up
So I can put up 2 more.
2 more.
Because I have 2 infantry
So you'll get
units left.
6 in turn 5.
Okay.
Because you get 3 at the start and 3 at the end, right?
Yeah.
So 6, 7, 8. So 11 total on that. You get full engage. You get full grind. So you're going to be 4 points off of perfect.
Okay.
96. And then I'm going to score 8 points. 15 points. Or 25 with paint. So.
Yeah, I'm sorry we couldn't have... Yeah, I'm sorry.
Okay, so there's handshake in the rest of the game. Dan really doesn't have much left on the table. So they kind of how the scoring would go for the last turn or two. Kind of a disappointing game for Dan. I'm sure nobody ever liked getting beat badly. I think that's representative of kind of the downside of Drukhari, right? They're extremely fragile. They don't have any staying power at all. And it's a close combat army, so you have to expose yourself to do any damage. So if you expose yourself and the damage doesn't happen, your whole army just disables. So we'll see if Ali is interested in coming over here and talking to us. If so, we'll ask how, the bug perspective on the game. And if not, we might just wrap it up and see you at the championship. So I'm going to go talk to Ali for just a second.
Yeah.
I guess that was my fault for me not getting.
I mean, at a certain point, like, especially when you're this behind, you just have to go for everything and just,
Yeah, she blocks that spot.
Yeah, she does. Is she damaged 2 or 3? Maybe not, because they're 3 wound each.
10 attacks, 6 leaving on 2.
I think there's a world like a couple of them live. I also have transhuman, if that mattered. Yeah, so no, I can't do all of them, no. Sure. I mean, I'll chat about it. I'm not sure there's much insight really to be had with just how this one rolled out. Sure.
All right, so here we have the victor, Ali. Say hi.
Hello.
What are your thoughts on how the game went?
Well, for anyone who's actually watching, the dice were very, very heavily skewed. He was both rolling really poorly and I was rolling really highly, so like we talked it out at the end because at a certain point, like you said, there was just not much more value. As far as like the secondaries, I heard you talking earlier about his hurt the prey choice versus my engage. Like my models are just really durable and it's unrealistic for him to be able to kill me out of like more than 1/4 at any given point, really. So like I might not score max, but I should score at least 10 on that thing basically all the time against Drukhari. Because like I just have enough like high toughness stuff that like he's got his dark lances, but it isn't enough to kill more than 1 realistically. And then all of my and then arrows grind it down. Like I only have so many units, he has so many more, and it's much easier for me to kill him than for him to kill me, so grind. And then Raise Vanders is just really good right now. It's, especially after the Raise Octarius, which is now Retrieve Octarius data, which is now Retrieve Nachman data, after that nerf.
Yeah, so not or Crusher is it's hard, right? Because and that's not good for Crusher Stampede.
Yeah, back before the change for it, like we would just bring one lictor. Some people brought two because they just appear in a single model and just does it. But obviously you can't do that anymore. So Nachman just becomes very difficult to do.
Is that why? So you had 4-man warrior units. Did you do that specifically for
Yes.
Knockwound?
Well, I had no intention to ever take Knockman. The reason why they're 4 is because they're cheap. They're 17 points a model for 3 wounds with 4 5 up, so they're very durable. And they've got 4 attacks with their claws, so they're decent at clearing out chaff. And then it's either Leviathan or Crusher. One of the two have it. It's they have a transhuman stratagem, and the threshold for being 1 CP is less than 5. So it just makes the unit that much more resilient. And because they're carrying bioweapon bond, I want these models to stick around to pass out these buffs. And obviously they're OBSEC and they're infantry, they're action monkeys. So like I do want them to live. And 17 points for an extra 3 wounds is a deal.
Awesome.
Yeah.
Well, Ali, it's very likely that we're probably going to see you up here again for the top table. Floating around out there are a mirror match with Tyler's Crusher Stampede, and there's Custodes floating around undefeated, and Orcs also as well. Which of the 3 would you prefer to see?
I haven't actually played against Orcs since the Freebooters nerf. So that would be a novel experience. I've played Custodes a lot. I think I'm favored in that matchup, but like at a certain point, I'm just like, I've done this rodeo too many times. I don't want to play the mirror match. My list, my Crusher list I ran at OVO was a bit more tailored for the mirror match. My Hive Tyrant that currently has the Synaptic Hive Blades, which ignores Invulns, is really effective against Custodes, Drukhari obviously as well, and then Crisis, all the Towel stuff. Which is why I ended up switching to it. But in LVO, I took a different relic. It was the Reaper of Obliterax, which says on 6 wounds rolls of 6, they deal double damage. And then Adrenal Glands, Toxin Sacs in the next round, a 6-up. And then because it's an old codex, in conjunction with one of the Crusher strats, which gives a +1 to wound, it ends up going up to like a whopping 9 damage or something. Which is really good in the mirror match, especially when you fight on death. You can just trade up with that model, but I'm not taking that here because it's not as good against the rest of the field here. And I know the other Crusher list is running 5 Terajewels, and it's what ends up happening in that matchup is all of your monsters just trade with each other because you have fight on death, and then you have the strat for +1 to hit, wound, and damage. So like you're consistently just killing each other if you hit first, and then killing back if you hit back. So, and because he's just outnumbering me on large monsters, he's going to be trading up on me. To win that matchup, I basically have to prey upon the fact that all of his models are large bases. I can go to move block him with Warriors and Spore Mines from the Harpy. But like, if I take him head on, I'm going to lose that game.
Yeah, so that is something that Tyler was up here playing against Custodes. One of the things that we were talking about was that Custodes army didn't have good options to move block. You with the Warriors do. You probably don't want to sacrifice your Venom Thropes to something like that, but they could.
I'm actually totally okay with that one. The Venom Thropes are in there for, they just want their infantry, so they're action monkeys, but they're just insurance against Tau if they go first, because it's just that little extra bit of damage reduction, and they're 12 wounds, so they're reasonably durable, and like, yeah, they don't have character protection, but if my opponent is shooting at them, A+.
Sure. All right. Well, Ali, I appreciate it. Thanks. We may see you up here again. Congratulations on the win.
Thank you.
Any final things you'd like to say?
I hope people enjoyed the stream. Big props to my opponent for staying cool throughout that. I understand how frustrating that game must have been for him. And
So I do want to correct. He thought he played the blue dice twice.
Okay.
I went back and checked. He played the purple dice in the first game, and so the purple dice failed him, and then now the blue dice failed him.
I mean, he asked me which one I wanted. I was like, my army's purple. I'm gonna take the purple dice and end up playing out with now.
Makes sense.
All right.
Well, thanks, Allie. For everybody watching, if you're hanging out with us live, we'll be back in an hour for the championship round. Results from other games are still coming in, so we don't know exactly who that's going to be yet. But 1 hour, we'll be back at 1 o'clock Mountain Standard Time. Hope you enjoy. If you're watching this on the replay, the championship game is in
I only rolled 2
the
each.
playlist with this, and we hope that you
I
check
only
the
rolled
rest of
10.
us out. If you like what we're doing, the best way you can support us is to like the video, subscribe, and comment and share. Right, we're doing this for all of our local tournaments in Arizona now, and hopefully you'll be seeing more of us pretty regularly. So thanks. That's it for me. I'm going to go ahead and sign off, and we'll see you in the championship round.